Afternoon, everyone. Glad that you could make it here with me and um, take a pause in your day to reflect with me. I apologize. I should have had this response posted a couple days ago, but I've been busy with work and other things, so I apologize for that. But again, a quick reminder that I am not an expert in any type of mental health or self help or um, anything like that. I just come as someone who, again, is in the same hospital room, looking just to hand off assistance and, yeah, and hope you take heed. These are just suggestions, um, and I hope it helps improve your life just a little bit. So, but here's my response to Law 7. And the way I would like to approach this today is just to repeat what the law says. So, law number 7 is strive to understand yourself. And with that law, it says study your emotions, actions, and reactions to events. Most people can identify what makes them sad, angry, or annoyed, but few have devoted time to understanding why that specific thing makes them feel that way. People who go their entire life without examining themselves will find it hard to improve, for it is impossible to fix a thing without first determining it needs repair. So, with that law, it's easy to overlook this one, and this one is very important. I believe, even though that's a short law, it seems simple, but it takes great courage and an authentic, bold, and honest look at your own life and your own self. If you can't be honest with yourself, how do you expect things to improve? How do you expect your life to improve? How do you expect to get a new job? How do you expect things to change? So there's a lot of thoughts that are going in my mind when I read that law, but I think some of the biggest ones, like I just said, you got to have authenticity, have a bold look at yourself, have courage and honesty. Um, I think even for my own life, I deal with mental health issues, depression, just like millions of other people. But I look at why certain situations affect me, why certain social situations affect my mind, and intrusive thoughts enter me. And I have to be honest about those things, honest how they affect me, honest that these thoughts come to mind and I want to hurt people or um, offend them or anything like that. And so I have to be honest about that, of how it makes me feel. Even though consciously I know I'm not that person, but unconsciously these thoughts enter my mind. And so I have to be honest about those things. And so, just like it said in the first part of that law, study your emotions, actions, and reactions to events. Look at those things. Figure out which events trigger those thoughts, those patterns. Um, and take note, take heed of those things. And so, what makes them sad, angry, or annoyed, but few have devoted time to understanding why that specific thing makes them feel that way. I have anxiety. Um, I didn't grow up with much myself. We grew up poor. Um, my mom was in an abusive relationship with not just one boyfriend of hers, but multiple. And we've moved into women's shelters and things like that. And that put a lot of stress in my life. But, I'm being honest about those things and honest about my past. And, I want to find healing to that. And so this is a step in the right direction when you find healing, or for you to find healing and for you to pursue that. So, um, yeah, those are my thoughts to this. I believe it's very important to go over this law and to really strive to understand yourself more thoroughly. So, thank you for listening. I will have law number 8 posted tonight for those that would like to go over that. And hopefully, I'll have that video post it tomorrow. So again, thank you. Um, have a good rest of your day, and be a blessing to other people.